Hey, this is Tim Kim with TM Media, and I wanted to go over some of the latest projects we're working on. One of them is our new website we're coming out with, and obviously it looks like pretty much a video game. And we wanted to, and the reason behind this is the user interface and the simplicity of the user experience on this. And basically what inspired me is I kind of look back at the past on what I grew up with. I was born in '72. I grew up in the age of the video game where it was just becoming hot. I mean, the video games have been around for a while, but they were getting digital screens. They were just exploding on the market. Freestanding games and then also the home-based games, Atari, Intellivision, Coleco, all that stuff. So I thought to myself, these guys, kind of putting my brain into what these guys had to think about, they had to think about not only coming up with a cool video game, but they also had to think about how do we make it so anybody can come on and play this, male, female, young kid, whatever it may be. And so they really had to come up and think about that they needed something that anybody can jump onto, have some short instructions on how to play the game, and be able to have a good 1 to 2 minutes entertainment. So this is kind of what inspired me. I looked at a few websites as far as games, and just looking back at some of the games. Asteroids was probably the first game I was even introduced to, and I remember that was fairly complicated because you had multiple buttons. That was probably more of the, basically because you had to do a couple different things. You had to rotate, thrust, hyperspace. It was fairly complex, but you eventually caught on. But I would say Pac-Man was probably the most popular video game ever, and I'm wondering if the fact of its simplicity is that, I'm wondering if that was a major factor. It was a great concept, it was a really cool game, but I'm wondering if the simplicity of controls was a major factor. One handle, that was it. There was no other handles or buttons. And when you get down to some of these more of these other games that came after Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, you had to coordinate your movement with jump. So Pong was back to really simplicity. Pong was a real popular game. 2 knobs, that was pretty much it. So anyways, I just got inspired by the simplicity of these games and the thought that must have went into it on how to get people to how to get the masses to be able to play these games. So basically what we're coming up with is this design, and another reason for why I think the web is going to a more simplified error is, I just think the website's been out for a while now and people have been bombarded with information. I was reading a study that said people that read news articles back in the 80s and 90s, they read about 25% of news articles. It's even less now, mainly because people want instant gratification. We're in an era of texting. Everything's just Facebooking. Everything's just very instant, and no one wants to wait. So this was one of the big reasons why we're moving ahead with this. Of course, it's a lot more fun looking. That's one thing that we really liked about it. Basically down here we have our control panel, and you can move left or right on different slides we're going to be coming up with. You can fire to go deep, one level deep, to maybe web design or brand design or however we set it up. And then up here is your standard navigation for people that just are used to the top navigation. So if you want to have a little fun, you click down here. And if you don't, you want the standard, we have that option up here. But again, we're keeping it very simplified. We are cutting out as much as we can of just things that we don't think are necessary. So pretty much this is what we're working on, and this is how we were inspired to design this, and hopefully this will be out in the next few weeks or month. I think we should be getting this out fairly soon. We're still developing the graphics, and we're going to be getting it over to our web developers very soon. So anyways, I wanted to share this to you with you, and I hope you